Today topic is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is also known as a hypophyseal cerebri. Here the hypophyseal cerebri is a small gland which is present in the superior surface of the sphenoid bone. That is, the sphenoid bone is the part of skull bone which is present the base of the skull. Here this sphenoid bone, there is a depression, is called as a hypophyseal fossa. This hypophyseal fossa is known as sella turcica. Sella turcica, where the pituitary gland is situated. Here the pituitary gland is approximately about 0.5 gram to 1 gram weight and 1 centimeter diameter. Here usually this gland has a two division, that is called as a adenohypophysis, that is the anterior pituitary lobe, and second division is that is the neurohypophysis. It is also called as a posterior lobe of pituitary. Here these two portion, that is a part of pituitary gland, is close in contact, but there is a avascular structure is present in between these two anterior and posterior part of the pituitary gland, that is called as a pars intermedia. Here usually this gland is present just below the hypothalamus. So there is a connection between the hypothalamus and that is a pituitary gland. That is a connection is called as a hypophyseal stalk or pituitary stalk. So through this stalk only the hormone which is secreted from the hypothalamus is entered to that is a pituitary glands. So this here it is that is a pituitary gland is suspended from the floor of third ventricle of brain by a narrow stalk is called as a infundibulum. Infundibulum, it is a part of the posterior pituitary gland. It is covered by a circular fold is called as a diaphragm cella. Here sometimes the pituitary gland is also called as master gland. Why it is called as a master gland? Because here some hormones secreted from the pituitary gland that regulate or control the secretion of a other hormone from the gland. For example, if the thyroid stimulating hormone is secreted from the anterior pituitary lobe of pituitary gland, so this TSH hormone is responsible for secretion and synthesis of a thyroid hormone from the thyroid gland. This is example only. So in this way many hormone that is controlled by, for ACTH, that is hormone secreted by the, another example is ACTH, that is secreted from the anterior lobe, that is also regulate the secretion of some hormone from the adrenal medulla. So in this way, that means this regulation, that is this pituitary gland is regulated the secretion of a hormone from other gland. So This pituitary gland is also called as a master gland, especially the anterior portion of the pituitary gland. Here, these two part of the pituitary gland, that is the anterior part and posterior part, both have a different structure, different function. But that means the anterior pituitary is an ectodermal origin. Ectodermal means the outermost cell or tissue of embryo during in development stage. That means here the ectodermal origin and arises from the pharyngeal epithelium as an upward growth known as that is Rather's pouch. Here in the case of the posterior pituitary means it developed from the neural tissue in the floor of third ventricle. Now we move to the relationship between the hypothalamus and that is a pituitary gland. Here this relationship is called as a hypothalamo-hypophyseal relationship. Here the posterior lobe of the gland is connected with a hypothalamus. The neural connection is neural connection. But in the case of the anterior lobe of pituitary has a vascular connection with the hypothalamus. What is the vascular connection means? Here the hypothalamus secreted hormone transported to both posterior and anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, but the mode of transport is different. That means here in the secreted hormone, these hormones from the hypothalamus enter into the anterior lobe through the hypophyseal stack of blood vessels. That's a vascular connection in the case of anterior lobe from the hypothalamus. But in the case of the posterior one, here there is a neural connection, so the hormones from the hypothalamus to that is the posterior portion of the pituitary gland through the hypophyseal nerve fibers. That is the difference between the mode of transport of hormones from the hypothalamus to these two portions. Here the anterior pituitary hormone secretions are controlled by some certain releasing factor that may be factor in the sense hormones or factors or inhibitory factors that is secreted from the hypothalamus, like a growth hormone releasing hormone, growth hormone inhibitory hormone, corticotropic releasing hormone CRH, thyrotropin releasing hormone TRH, then luteinizing hormones releasing hormones, that is LHRH hormone, luteinizing hormone releasing hormone, then or gonadotropin releasing hormone or prolactin releasing hormone PRH, prolactin inhibitory hormone. These substances, hormones, that is regulate, that is the secretion of a hormone from the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. From this picture you can see that is a portion of pituitary gland, that is the adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Here the adenohypophysis portion you can see the pink color, then the neurohypophysis portion you can see the violet color. Now this adenohypophysis or the anterior pituitary lobe consists of three important parts, that is a pars distalis. From the picture you can see that is a pars distalis portion, that is a bigger or larger portion. Second one portion is a pars tuberalis. Pars tuberalis, that is a sheath around the infundibulum. Infundibulum is not a part of the anterior pituitary lobe. It is a part of the posterior pituitary lobe, but it a pars tuberalis is a sheath around the infundibulum. The third portion is pars intermedia. You can see these two portions are close contact to each other, but there is a gap between these two lobes. So that gap, the structure is called as a pars intermedia. That is a avascular structure, a small structure present in the adenohypophysis, that is the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. Now we move to the neurohypophysis, that is the posterior pituitary part. Here you can see there is a pars nervosa is there. It is a larger portion of the neurohypophysis. Then the neural stalk, you can see the neural stalk is also known as an infundibular portion. You can see from the picture. It is a stalk-like structure only. Then the median eminence, you can see the median eminence. It is the link which connect between the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Just below the hypothalamus, you can see the structure median eminence. Median eminence, it is the part of hypothalamus from which regulatory hormones are secreted or released. It is an integral to the hypophyseal portal system which connect the hypothalamus with the pituitary gland. These are the important part of the pituitary gland. From this picture you can see, apart from these, there is a structure, some other structure is also present, that is mammillary body. Mammillary body, that is somewhat projected to the thalamus region. So this structure is responsible for the recall memory, that is that we discuss later only. Then the optic chiasma also you can see, that means some of the structure that is associated with pituitary glands. That means the above the pituitary gland there is a circular fold of dura mater, is called as a diaphragm cella. Then and circulus arteria is also there. Then above and in front of the pituitary gland, that is the optic chiasma. From the picture you can see the yellow color portion. Optic chiasma means there is a X-shaped structure. That means here the left and right optic nerve cross each other. That area is called as optic chiasma. That is integral for the vision. Then below the pituitary gland, the sphenoid air sinus are there. So these are the organ associated with an pituitary gland.